Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you everyone? First of all, I would like to thank to Allah, the Almighty, who has given us mercy and blessings so we can attend today's presentations. Before that, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Fitriana Rahayu with my student's number is 2021222032. Now, I will explain about my research proposal with the title The Correlations of Students' Anxiety Toward Their Speaking Ability of English Education Students in Siliwangi University. The reason why I choose this topic is because I think this topic is very interesting, because in certain circumstances, speaking is indeed the most worrying thing for some students at Siliwangi University. They feel significant pressure when they have to speak English. English is an international language and has been referred as a global lingua franca. In addition, English is the most used language in the world. So, Nunan 2000 states that speaking is one of the key aspects of learning a second or foreign language. Speaking is one of the important skills that must be a subject that's very needed by students to improve their skill in language learning. Besides that, in several situations, speaking can be very challenging for students because speaking is one of the skills that students cannot learn or speak alone. Is formulations of the problem. Here, the researchers take the formulation of the problem, that is there any correlations between anxiety with speaking ability of the students in English Education Department? Alright, the next is aims of the study. Researchers plan to aims for this study is to find out whether or not the correlation between students' anxiety towards speaking ability of English education students in Siliwangi University. The next is significance of the study. The researcher hope that this study can be implemented after exploring the correlations. It can be used to minimize the anxiety during the learning process. Right. The next is theoretical framework. The theory underlying this research proposal is the first is about speaking. Channing 2002 states that speaking is a process of interactions between two or more people by developing and sharing ideas through the use of verbal and nonverbal symbols in various contexts. Alright, the next is about anxiety. Brown 2003 states that anxiety is a psychological construct commonly described by psychologists as a state of apprehensions, a vague fear that is only indirectly associated with an object. And then Horwitz 1991 cite in Johanna 2010 believes that anxiety about speaking a certain language can affect students' performance. Alright everyone, the next is about research method. This study is using a correlational research as one of the non-experimental research quantitative method. According to Kotari 2004, quantitative research is based on the measurements of quantity of amount. The next is population and sample. The population of this research involved the students of English Education Department in Siliwangi University from year of 2020 until year 2022. The sample are 10 students chosen as representatives from each year. Alright everyone, the next is about data collections. In these sections, the quantitative data will be collected by the questionnaire taken from Foreign Language Classroom Anxiety Scale, or FLCAS, which was designed by Horwitz et al. 1986 for students' anxiety and oral test for speaking. Participants asked to respond FLCAS items referring to their feelings regarding the anxiety experience during the class. Feedback is given at 5 Likert points scale, where 1 disagrees and 5 strong agrees with a statement, that is, 1 is strongly disagree, 2 is disagree, 3 is disagree, neither disagree, is 4 is for agree, and 5 is strongly agree. With these points can indicate the degree of frequency respondents. Everyone, in speaking assessment, data acquisitions will be carried out through tests. For the speaking test, the researcher gave an oral test to students. The researcher asked them to introduce yourself up from class with a minimum time of 2 minutes and maximum of 5 minutes. Alright, the next is about data analysis. The data analysis of the study was over the course of the study. For data is from questionnaires were analyzed using descriptive statistics. The data gained from anxiety questionnaire and speaking test. The analysis that used was Pearson product moments to determine the relationship between anxiety and speaking ability of English education student in Siliwangi University. Alright everyone, I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for your nice attentions. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.